We are live.
Happy birthday, Austin!
Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, Austin.
27, it feels crazy, man.
27 years young.
27 years young, that's for sure.
What have you gained? What wisdom have you...
Dude, I've done so much dumb shit in my life that I feel like at 27, I feel like I'm starting to finally come together and learn from all the dumb shit I've done in my life and really learn from. Well, at 26, I broke my nose and doing backflips off fucking pillars in downtown Denver.
Would you explain the story in more detail, please?
So, 26.
I actually don't know if I've heard this.
So, last year on my birthday, is when I met Matt 1 year ago. Happy
1 year to the day. Happy friend year anniversary and birthday anniversary.
Yes.
If that makes
So,
sense.
I was really drunk on my birthday last year, of course. And I like doing backflips when I'm really drunk. So, I started doing all these backflips, and then my friend, I saw this, the cement pillar on the street, and I was like, I'm gonna
a cement pillar?
like a cement pillar that
A cement pillar.
Cement, whatever you want to. The cement pillar.
It was a pillar made of only semen and jizz.
Yes.
Tight.
So I was like, I'm gonna run up this and fucking do a backflip. So I did. Landed it perfectly the first time, but no one saw. So I'm still confused to this day. Everyone was like, no, do it a second time. I want to get it on video. So I went to go do it a second time, and of course, I got my confidence up too much, and so I jumped from too far away on the ground. So I barely got enough leverage to kick off the wall and flip over, but I got enough just to flip over, and I landed straight on my face, broke my nose, blood everywhere.
Is there a video of this?
That's what I'm confused about. There's no video of it, but that's the entire reason why I did it the second time.
Did it for the gram. And
So it was like everyone's like, "Yo, do this for the gram," but I'm gonna not hit record.
Yeah. For the gram.
Oh my god.
But so this year, I got the braids this year. I tried to go a little cleaner route.
Yeah,
instead of the blood route.
Taking a safer route by getting braids.
Yes.
I feel that.
Maybe the braids will catch you if you fall. The
Yeah.
Spider-Man out
wings.
to each tree,
Exactly.
instant hammock
Spider-Man.
for you.
That spider
That's a stretch.
mentality.
You don't think that could happen?
It can.
Do you believe in superpowers?
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. He landed 8 backflips, and then I just walked out of 7-Eleven, and I just see him just land on his face, and I was like, that was his face. And then he turns up and looks at me, and his face is just destroyed. It's just blood everywhere.
One of our friends, she was in line paying out, and the cashier dude was like, "Yo, is that your friend out there?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, I think you're gonna need some medical shit
First
and everything,
aid.
first aid shit, because I think his nose is all bloody and everything." And she just looks out and she just screams up my name and everything.
Oh my god.
And I was just
Reckless.
face planted
What's the
on the
most?
ground.
I don't even remember your birthdays, to be honest. But what's the most memorable? There had to have been some crazy shit going on
Most
at
memorable.
Western. I just don't remember.
Honestly, I feel like 27, they all kind of become a blur at this point because
I
you're
don't
becoming
remember
old.
any of your
But
birthdays.
dude, one of the Western birthdays had to be the highlight.
had a big party.
I remember 1 year, I don't remember what I was turning. It might have been my 21st birthday, which is a shame for me for working that night. But it was either my 20th or 21st. I fucking...
Wait, hold on. You worked on your 21st birthday?
Yeah, dude, fuck my life.
Loser!
Buffalo Wild
No,
Wings,
he
dude.
got paid.
Yeah, I got paid. I made a lot of
Everybody
money.
tipped him a bunch of money.
But I remember I held this
I didn't
party.
ask how much money he made. That's how much fun he had.
I held this party at Western, and I had my friend David basically kind of invite everyone. He knew everyone on the campus because he was a track athlete on campus and everything. So, I remember at like 10 o'clock, I'm like, yo, can I get out of work? We're super busy, of course, you know, when you want to do something. Fucking midnight comes around, and I'm still at fucking work.
I think it was a fight night.
It was something crazy. I was still at work. I remember I fucking got off work at like 1 in the morning, and I'm fucking like going like 90 on the way home because, you know, I'm trying to get fucked up and catch up to everybody. Oh, and later story, I definitely caught up to everybody real quick. But I pull up in my driveway, and I can't see my yard. I can't see my house. I'm just a wave of people, dude. David literally had probably like 300 people at my house while I was at work for my birthday. For my birthday. Like, my entire yard was full. My front door was open. The entire house was full. Couldn't even, like, get to my bedroom because my whole entire house was full. And, like, I was, like, catch-up mode and everything. So I remember just doing, like, back-to-back shots, probably, like, 4 shots in a row before I even got in the shower real quick right after work to catch up with everyone. And I probably got like 6 shots deep, and then I passed out probably within an hour of even being home because I was so fucked up. Like, it just all hit me real quick.
Is that when you peed under the sink?
Was that the same night?
No, because that would be close to Christmas, but that was a different night. So one night, I got a lot of really good drunk stories. So one night I was drinking, and I honestly don't even remember the night because I blacked out. But apparently it was Christmas Eve. I woke up on Christmas Day, went to my grandparents' house, you know, did the normal usual lunch and everything. And when I get a text from my roommate, and she's like, Austin, do you remember what you did last night? And I was just like, no. What'd I do? She's like, you peed under the kitchen sink. And I was like, please elaborate, 'cause that's not
I need more
me.
context.
So
Were you like under the cabinet, like squeezed in it? Like,
she said she walked out of her room, like, cause she heard like ruckus going on in the kitchen. Turned the kitchen light on, and it was saw me just literally peeing under the kitchen sink, cause I thought it was the toilet. She goes, Austin, what are you doing? And I go, she said I just like turned around like all drunk, smiling. You know my drunk face. Any of my friends, just smiles like, it's okay, I'm drunk. And that's all I said. And she said, all right. And just flipped the light back off and went back to bed and just reminded me of it the next day. What a great roommate, you know? She didn't interrupt my piss, didn't interrupt me pissing excellence.
Also,
You know?
you also peed on somebody's face at a party when they were sleeping.
Yo, is this just attack me?
All right, I guess this is the tell of drunk Austin peeing stories.
I love
I'm
telling
into it. Let's
stories.
do it.
So my first time doing ecstasy. One of my friends owns this like land outside of our hometown, and she, you know, we decided to host like literally like a county party. We were trying to make it some like, what was that one movie called? Where like they invited like the whole school and they jump off the roof.
Project
and shit.
X.
Project X,
Yeah, so we were trying to have like a Project X party. And so we fucking invite everybody on this fucking land, and we got a good campfire going on, and you know, I take my roll, don't really remember the rest of the night. And I remember waking up at like 3 in the morning, and I'm like peeing on this dude's face. Well, I don't remember that part, but like this dude passed out on his couch, and I thought it was a toilet. So, you know, I walk up to his face, whip my dick out, and I start peeing. And then my other friend grabs me and is like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, Austin? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm stunned. Don't really know what's going on. He's like, dude, you're pissing on his face. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I almost got in a fight with this dude because, like, he said I was pissing on this dude's face. So I'm like, no, I wasn't. Like, I'm not that fucking stupid. Clearly, I was.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I ended up pissing on this dude's face. Luckily, the dude that I peed on doesn't hate me today. I don't think. Everyone kind of talked him down,
Jesus
and
Christ.
he realized that I was just really fucked up on ecstasy my first time. But it was a great night.
Could you imagine if someone pissed on your face?
Especially when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, you're just in this, like,
Oh my
nice
God.
dream, like,
The
dreaming about
disrespect.
fucking, like, cows or lambs
I'd
or
be
whatever it is,
so
sheep
mad.
jumping over, you know, your bed. And all of a
It's
sudden,
like-
just this
Stream.
sheep just started pissing on your face.
Just straight disrespect.
It's like the beginning of The Mask, like Jim Carrey's like sleeping, and he's like imagine he's making out with this beautiful girl. And it's like, no, 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 like slowly like fades, and like his dog's just like all up in him. It's like, what would the dream be like? What would the dream be like if you were getting pissed on? It was like good, but then you woke up and it was actually just like terrible.
First reality.
So like, what would be the good thing? Like you're just getting like showered in like Gatorade after like scoring 8 touchdowns or something like that. You're just like Gatorade. No, like super warm Gatorade.
Like I feel like I definitely just ran like 99 yards for like a touchdown. Just won like the fucking conference for a high school or something, and got Gatorade poured on the coach.
And then you wake up and it's actually just some asshole pissing on your face at a music festival.
What a terrible way to wake up.
Did he wake up while you were peeing on him?
Yeah, and like everyone stopped him from trying to fight me because I had no idea what was going on. But I still don't think I peed on him. But we'll never know, I guess. Well, everyone knows except me. One of the two, you know?
This is true. Well, happy birthday, Austin. We're glad you made it to the 27 revolutions around the sun.
It feels good to make it 27 times around the sun.
How about 4th of July? You know, we kind of like made 4th of July your birthday party too the other night, hanging out with our neighbors. What did you think about that? That was pretty fun.
4th of July was pretty crazy. So our neighbor likes to go all out on fireworks. He's told us the past 4 years that he's gotten a firework ticket. So we're like, well, let's make it 5 years in a row. You might as well keep the streak going. So us being all music producers and DJs and everything, we decided it'd be fun to like set up the PA system and the subwoofer outside. And all of a sudden, like, our neighbors across the street from us, I don't know where they're from.
They're from Iraq.
They're from Iraq. Yeah. So I didn't even realize how big their family was, but it's huge.
They have hell people living in that house.
They started coming over and they like started requesting songs, and then they just wanted to do karaoke all night. So we're like, let's do this. And by like 2 a.m, we were doing Cha-Cha Slide with the entire block of our neighborhood with PAs and stuff going at 2 a.m. with fucking lasers shining on all the rooftops because Matt has these really nice lasers.
I'll post the video of everybody dancing like when we.
It was literally like life changing just to see, you know, like I'm a hip hop background, like our neighbor's kind of country, he likes metal. Like our other neighbors really like metal, and then all the like these people from Iraq come over, and honestly, the first track they played was a fucking EDM trap song.
It was like
it was like this like 8-year-old kid. He's like, "Can I request a song?" And it was some fucking trap shit I've never heard of. That was just a banger, and we were just like, okay, well, our neighborhood knows how to fucking party. Yeah. So then all of a sudden they started doing karaoke and everything, and it was life-changing to see everyone come together and just...
We, like, solved peace in the Middle East.
It was really awesome.
It was like, I think the other neighbors are, like, Indian. They're from India. So it's, like, we really, like, signed treaties and stuff. This is, like, everybody just coexisting from multiple backgrounds.
It was beautiful.
Just dancing to Iraqi techno music.
Yeah, dude. They came home,
awesome.
like, one of the, like, teenagers, probably in, like, high school or whatever, came over and requested a song. I'm like, yo, if you play the song, we'll all dance to it. So I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I want to see what you got. So I played this song for him. It was like 8 minutes long, but their entire family got their entire family like came out and locked arms and started dancing, and it was just
like from ages like 6 to 18, just hella kids
to mothers and fathers.
Yeah, mothers, fathers.
Yeah, like it was just crazy to see their culture, and then the entire block was behind them and with it, and I was with it. I remember I was on the mic like, hey, on those like syncopated off notes, man. Like,
let's talk about what you did when the cops came.
Yeah, what happened then?
So when the cops came, our neighbor, you know, like I said, he's notorious for the tickets for fireworks. 5th year coming, the cops come and they roll up, and so we decided to play on loop Bad Boys, what you gonna do?
We played like 7 times in a row.
We did. We literally played it until they left, and I don't know.
We threw a "fuck the police" in there as well.
Yeah, at the very end, because they gave us supposedly they gave us $4,000 worth of tickets. Yeah.
Awesome's just screaming.
I played "fuck the police" after that, like after Bad Boys, and then I remember at one point I was so fucked up they were like giving up all the tickets. I was like, hey, yo, cops, turn on all your lights. We're trying to fucking like make this a rave and everything on this block. And then I remember when they left, they all fucking like turned their sirens on and fucking all their lights on. I don't know if they were doing that for me or if because the
Let's go with they were trying to say like
Yeah, they're doing it for
honestly
you.
like cop lights are red, white, and blue pretty much, right? You know, like America.
Well, the thing is, they said they were like, they got a complaint, but we're like, everybody on
fuck
this
is
block is
complaining?
partying.
Yeah.
Nobody's complaining. Everybody's
all
out
here.
and fucking
Like
having
our
a good time.
entire fucking block was
Yeah, there was
Like
no
Tyler said, we'll post a
complaint.
video of it. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, Donnie had a firework that was literally the size of the street.
It was 16,000 firecrackers.
16,000
They went for
firecrackers.
probably
It was-
10
That
to
was
15
so
minutes
loud.
straight. And then after that, some undercover cops rolled up and they're like, yo, we're undercover. This is a
You know, this is a
no firework
Yeah.
like area or whatever.
It'd only take at least
Zero
20,000.
Zero tolerance, yeah.
It only take like 10,000 of these fines to make up for the time and money it costs to pay for this undercover car to bust you for blowing off fireworks.
We were so guilty
Totally
too
worth
because
it.
the firework was literally the size of the street. The
Yeah,
cop
it was
rolled up
right
and
there.
like the whole street was just red paper, like just fireworks.
And I'm pretty sure before we even lit it, he was like parked on the side of the street watching us as he knew what was
These
about to
fucking
happen.
dumbasses.
So as soon as we lit it, there's just nothing he could do till it was over.
They were just sitting there in our cul-de-sac for probably like the last 2 minutes of the firecrackers going off or something. Maybe I'm making that up,
Yeah.
but like they were there, like they knew what was going on.
They definitely knew, but definitely he got that 5 years in a row for tickets. Like he definitely made that a crown.
He did
Oh,
indeed. Let's talk about this new piece of amazing technology we have in front of us that is
Should I demonstrate?
explain
science.
explain the science behind the
Here, you
email.
explain it while I do
All right,
it.
well, Austin's going to go dab it up. Basically, we have this fine apparatus in front of us, which is, if you're familiar with the marijuana world, dabs and concentrates have taken over and been making a storm across the
This
nation.
shit's fucking white.
It looks like
But basically,
butter.
they take the THC out of marijuana, make it into a little concentrated form, and then you can dab it or melt it, whatever the hell you do with it. But this
Booth it.
e-nail, rather than having to have a torch to heat something up hot enough to melt it or something like that, it is this awesome electronic device that just stays hot, keeps it at the perfect, adequate temperature for taking a wonderful dab. So let's see how Austin feels about this.
And the temperature is a big factor because when you torch it, you don't know if it's getting too hot or too cold, and you could either burn it, and once you get it the right temperature, it sizzles and you could get a bigger hit. Wow,
What do you feel about that, Austin?
2020.
2020's been a fucking bust, but that dab hit was a
2020's.
Let me. I'll take the rest of it.
It's nice about the email too. You almost never miss any. He almost got a full hit off of my hit.
Looking back at
Just because
20,
it just had voice
looking
in
back at 27 now, if you could tell your 17-year-old self something, what would you say?
Fuck. A lot of things.
Quit touching so many dudes' butts. in
Definitely
wrestling.
stop touching people's butts. No. Honestly, to respect people. And before you judge someone, to open your mind and see yourself in their shoes almost, and kind of see what they're going through and the life that they've gone through before you open your mouth to say something.
Wow.
Because I feel like I used to be a very judgmental person, and now I'm a very open person and very
You said you
loving
found
person.
that after Forrest, right?
Exactly. I just feel like music kind of helped me change as a person and become a better person and grow as a person and have a bigger heart.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel when you're young, you have these little conditioning responses or reactions to situations, and then you start to get older. You start to recognize maybe the negativity in your own little responses to people, right away when you meet someone or something like that, and then you start to wonder why you do that, and then kind of come into this place like you just said, everyone wants the same thing. Everyone wants acceptance. Everyone wants friends. Everyone wants love, and so we're all in this little guarded shell, who is this person? We're kind of threatened by each other,
Exactly.
and it's ingrained in our DNA because that comes from a place of who is this other animal? He's gonna try to take my food. He's gonna take my shit.
It's
You know,
almost
it's like
intimidating at
it
first.
is. Yeah, it's intimidating. Yeah, even and then like the confidence comes from understanding your own unconfidence and seeing your own lack of self-esteem, but then that brings you to a place of having more, if that makes any sense, because you see other people are just having that same feeling, you know?
Definitely. I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
That's a very good way to put it, Matthew.
Thank you.
I love that.
I think people who are truly confident won't put people down. It's like hurt people. So if you're not confident,
Exactly.
you'll try to bring people down. But if you're truly confident, that's just love.
Like-
You can't love somebody unless you
I
love
feel like we
yourself.
talked about this in another
It's, tough,
podcast.
it's definitely tough to love yourself too, though.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that
For
Key and
sure.
Peele skit, like, knocks his books out of his hands, like, why'd you do that, man? He's like, because I can't read very well. I get threatened when I see people reading, and it makes me feel bad about myself, so I want to take it out of them and exert my feelings on them. And, like, high fives his friend.
It's so true though. Like, I feel like that applies to so many things in life. Like, everyone is discouraged about something with themselves or life or something, and so they almost find a way to try to distract themselves from it and act a different way almost until they learn to just be themselves. And
I'm 30 years old, and I finally feel like I'm like, oh my God, I'm like learning who I am.
Exactly.
And it's been, I've had moments of this across the way, but like, and again, I've said this before, but I'll probably look back at this 10 years from now and be like, oh my God, my 30-year-old self didn't know shit. I know myself.
Exactly.
But like, I really do feel like I'm becoming more in touch
but at
with
least
myself,
you're
you know?
at each stage you're taking the time to realize what you've learned and what you've messed up on and what you can do to become a
You're
better
just
person.
continuously growing.
Exactly. It's a lifelong
Yeah.
growing process. Stephanie, tell us about your growing process. You moved out here with them. You know, we've talked about how I moved in here in September and then have been getting to know you better and whatnot. And so, I don't know, what made you want to come to Colorado?
So I graduated college from SIUE in Edwardsville, Illinois, and Austin and Tyler were going to move out here, and one day Austin just said to me in our basement, like, move with us. And I was like, fuck it. Might as well. I have nothing tying me down here. So I came with them. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do with my life.
Hey, you're young as hell.
It's a
That's
process.
awesome. Yes.
It's
Yeah, it is hard.
I heard this great thing one time. It's like don't worry if you don't know what to do with, or if you don't know what you want to do with your life when you're 30. Some of the most interesting people I've ever known didn't know what they want to do with their life until they were 40.
Exactly.
You know,
It's so true.
It's just
And it's
doesn't
like
matter.
society tries to tell you that you have to know what you're going to do with your life at 18 years old and at 20 years old. And it's like, it's not.
What
you
a
don't
joke.
have to. Yeah.
You graduated with what, accounting, right?
Business administration.
Business
And
administration,
it's like, I
and
don't.
then now you want to go to you're thinking about some real estate possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Selling some nice homes, man.
I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait to go back to school too.
You wanna
Start
go back to
learning.
school?
Yeah. It would be like realtor school, but
And that's the biggest
Definitely.
thing is just like you don't
Learning.
know exactly what you want to do, but it's like going to school. It's just like the only thing you can do is keep on trying new things and keep on
Exactly.
moving forward.
For
Like
sure.
Go forward.
do you know the airport things? It's like an escalator, but like on the ground.
yeah.
So if you're going against it, like against the grain, and let's say you stop, and this is life. So if you stop trying things, stop trying to go, it's going to bring you backwards. And let's say you're casually walking. You'll stay at the same spot. You may not be going backwards, but you'll stay at the same spot. So the only thing that you could do in life is hustle.
That is like the best
And
analogy I've
Yeah,
ever
no, I
heard.
really like that.
So you gotta
Cheers.
keep on walking, and you gotta keep on going. You gotta go faster than life
But
that's
the thing
bringing
that's
you
moving
back.
towards you.
Yes, and that's trying new things. That's open yourself to new ideas, and yeah. move
And
on.
life's too short to not give up and to just settle with something.
Settle,
like
yeah.
you graduated with this degree, but you're not happy with it. Now you want to do something else, and you're only 24 or something like
25,
that. 25.
yeah.
You have
I think Oprah started.
so many more years of your life to really find what you want to do in
Focus
life.
with it,
And,
yeah.
Like, don't be discouraged that just because I feel discouraged almost, but like I'm getting over it now that I'm 26 and I'm just not finding what I want to do in life.
Wait, aren't you 27?
Or 27.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling me out on that.
Don't even know your
This is
motherfucking
like-
age, yo.
No matter what age you are, you have the entire rest of your life to figure out what you want to do.
Exactly.
And there's never an end point to it. You always have the next day to learn something new or something that you are interested in.
For sure.
And you should follow that path.
You can't dwell on that either because the universe doesn't give a fuck.
That's very true.
True. So like honestly, if you like hold pity to it, even with your older, it's just excuses. It's saying, "Oh well, I'm this age, so I can't do this." Nobody
Like, who
gives
the
a
fuck cares?
No, nothing. You're not
Yeah.
gonna get what you're gonna get a cookie. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like people aren't just gonna. The universe isn't just gonna
Some
give
of
you
our
a
biggest
bite.
do shit,
inspirations
So you
yeah.
gotta
in
wake
music-
up and
Yeah.
literally
You have
try
to
every single day.
Some
Yeah.
of our biggest inspirations in music are 40 and 50 years old right now.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. I think Oprah started like she quit her job at like 28. It was like a clothes selling job, some shitty job.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
seen some meme. It's like, brings up Oprah, talks about Stephen
King.
Stephen King was
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a janitor when he was like 28 or some shit like
and
that.
that's mind blowing. Like,
You know.
I'm 26 over here, like worrying, like, fuck, what am I gonna do with my life? And Stephen King, one of the greatest novelists ever, was a fucking
janitor,
janitor.
yeah.
He was also super high in coke all the time. Apparently. He's like,
It is
Every
sad
great
though.
I've heard him say
high on
something.
something.
I've heard him say something like, there's certain books or stories that he's written. He's like, I don't even remember writing that.
Yeah.
I have
Holy
no
shit.
memory of writing that at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, it goes back to us talking with Nick Leon. You just make so much shit, and your mind becomes so creative that you don't really remember what you wrote and what you didn't write, and you have to be reminded by your friends what you fucking wrote and what you didn't write.
Well, it's funny you brought that podcast up, like Nick Corleone. I was going to say that too. Like, he was talking to us just about, I don't know, when I met him, we realized that he told us some stories right around the time I met him when he was like ready to throw up the towel and just be like, nope, I'm done making music. Like, and then he's gone on to reach his highest accolades.
Yep.
You know,
His first album, he thought he reached like the biggest successful of his life, and then his next 2 albums or 3 albums didn't get one radio play at all, and so he was about to hang up the towel. And then finally, his fourth or the next album after that, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna take all this criticism to heart, and I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna give up this yet." And he made it.
And he made it?
And
Yeah.
you can never give up on something that you're passionate about in life,
He's a
because no
genius.
matter what you do in life, if you're passionate about it, you will be successful at it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't give up and you're consistent.
It's
with
just so
it.
heartbreaking. Like, I'm a little fucking punk, so I don't even have much to talk. But like when I meet like a 50-year-old, and they're like, "Oh, I wanted to do this," blah 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 blah. I'm like, "You got at least,
Still do it.
you got at least
Yeah.
20. Like, hopefully you got at least 20.
yeah,
Like,
maybe 10 if you're not on.
yeah. But, I mean, 10
well, I
years
guess you
of
never know either way, but
It's a long
Exactly.
time.
10 years of 10 years to accomplish a dream. That is usually the average. That's like the 10,000 hour. That's like musicians, artists. It's average like 10 years.
5-10
If you-
years.
Yeah. If you don't start seeing success after 10, you know, it's maybe
Then it's-
not your thing, but just something, you
I think
know.
40
Yeah.
hours a week for like 4 or 5 years is 10,000 hours.
Yeah,
I've done the math
so
before. I
10
forget
years,
exactly, but
you could accomplish a lot.
And even if you're not great at it, you're still gonna be good
Yeah.
at it. Even if you continue it, and if you're passionate about it,
Yeah.
it might not be what you're the most successful
for
at.
5
in life,
years, 40 hours a week
But
for
if
5
you're
years.
passionate
But as long
about
as it
it
makes
and
you
you want to be
happy.
good at it, you're
Yeah.
gonna be pretty good at
Yeah.
it by the time you're
Because
done
people just like
practicing.
think it's like just because I'm old, will be successful at it. But like the product is the most important thing. If you're making fucking fire ass music or paintings, people don't care about
Yeah,
what
no
the
one
fuck
gives
you
a
look like.
shit.
Exactly.
If you're making
Some of the most
good ass
successful
beats,
people, again, yeah,
Yes.
in their 60s,
it don't
70
matter.
years old.
Don't matter. Look at
my
Travis Scott's producer that he made. What's the most famous Travis Scott song? I ate half a Zan.
Sure.
Oh my god, what is
is
it
it?
called?
His newest album was so good, though.
Anyways, his newest album, his
It inspired me a
his
lot with
producers
one of the producers
on.
of hip-hop.
I saw a video of his producer online. He's like this 7-year-old like gray ass beard. He's like still making the best hip hop albums of all time,
It's that wisdom, man.
and it's just
Just
product.
years of practice.
Just good product. Follow your dreams, no matter how old you are.
I agree. No matter how old you are, follow your dreams.
I agree with this.
The field of dreams.
Field of Dreams. That's a good ass movie,
If you
dude.
build it, they will come.
very true.
Dude, if you build it, they will come. Indeed.
Yes.
So what does that mean to you? What can you take from that statement that applies to what you were just saying?
Finished products, and if you build it, let's say I'm building things in a software, a song, so build a dope ass field / song.
The field is the hit song in
Yes.
Ableton.
As a
Yes.
little more serious, elaborate explanation, what do you I'll first ask Tyler and then I'll ask Matt. Like, what do you guys plan to build as artists in your career? Like, what do you kind of dream for and hope for?
I want to impress people that I look up to, and whether that's production, like fame will be cool if it happens.
So have some kind of contact and then.
But like, I just want.
And wise and the
I just
people
want.
that inspire
My
you.
biggest dream is like, I want somebody to look at me that I looked up to and be like, "Yo, that motherfucker could rip it," and he put his time in. I want to impress my peers more than people.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Fuck yeah.
That's my dream.
What about you, Matt or Matt?
No,
Strelay?
yeah. Well, thank you. Okay, so what I see, like, all right, I talk about this a lot. Electronic music really caught my ear. I was a metalhead my whole life. You know, I have a degree in classical music, all this, I have jazz, all this shit around stuff. But like, electronic music is like, it's not that it's new. It's not that it's new, but it's taken on like a new life. And people that were really into it, when I got into it when I was 21, you know, we're getting older. I'm 30 now, and there's people that are older than me that have been into it for a while. And so what I see happening is this continuing merger between like we've talked about with this rock vibe, these timeless bands that have these songs that, like, you know, people still play Led Zeppelin songs, people still play Pink Floyd,
yeah.
things like that. But the electronic music just moves so fast. I mean, the most popular song this year, we talked about, like, ooh, this shit be hitting different. Like, that's a super dope song. And 5 years from now, we might throw it on and be like, yeah, man, that was dope. But, like, is that going to be timeless? No. Exactly. And so my deepest dream as an artist is to, like, continue to try to merge what I know about music and rock and, like, this band vibe, but merge those very special things about electronic music that you can only do with computers, you know, these really intricate sound design type things, and keep merging it into something that people want to come back to.
Exactly.
Something that maybe someday, 20 years from now, people will throw on an album that hopefully one day manifests through me, and will say, fuck, that is something that I really like.
That
moved me.
to.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my deep.
It's funny that you mentioned timeless, because like my dream almost is to start or like a record company or a label called Timeless Music, because that's what I believe in, is timeless music. And I don't believe in making what's hot right now or what's hot right at the moment, what people in the crowd might want to hear, but trying to make something that people don't know what they want to hear yet, and making something that's futuristic almost to them because they've never heard it before, and make that album or track and look for those artists that are making that have the same dream as me, to make those music and songs that you do listen to 20 years from now, and you throw on just an album like, yo, that Mass Relay album or that Miller Time album, that was crazy 20 years ago. Like, I wanna make timeless music. I don't want to make what's popular right now, and it might take longer to get to where I want to be, but that's what's true to the heart.
I agree, man. That's why I feel like we have all connected so hard. We see the bigger picture, and what I love about you guys is you've only been doing music for a couple years, 2-3 years, whatever it is, you know, and like you've been blessed in the sense that you've already skipped the trying to hop on the fad bandwagon and to see the bigger picture and try to do something that's true to you, you know. So
definitely,
you guys lucked out there.
Thank you.
I think we've talked about all of this, is like another dream is like being the person, like people don't realize, like I'm making a song and having somebody like listen to that, going to sleep, like going through trauma, and like those songs that you turn to.
Exactly.
And that would mean so much to all of us, like all the songs I've cried to, just going through shit, and like I want to be that person that makes that song that people turn to.
All the songs I've masturbated to.
That's what you should.
Yeah, but I'm talking about any emotion. Like if you're angry, you want to headbang in your car, I want to drop that. If you want to masturbate, I want to make a song that you just fucking.
It's not for the money. Yeah. It's for connecting to people and connecting to their heart.
I want to be like I want to make a song like fucking Jeremiah. Like when you're about to have sex with somebody, and you like put on those slow jams. I want to make just bangers of that.
I've always thought about that. Like when I listen to some like old Usher, like I want to figure out how to intertwine that like sexy Usher style that he had, but with bass music, because it's
There's slutty bass for sure.
There's slutty bass for sure, but like
Mercif's
no
down
one-
tempo.
he is, but there's no one that's really like. All the artists know how to hit that sexy bass, but no one's really like mastered it / like made that their style.
Yeah, there's only certain songs.
And like I definitely want to like make that one of my styles, because like when I listen to some old Usher, like Confessions 1, Confessions 2, fucking Burn, man, like that shit hits.
What's the band? What's the band that makes Midnight Lucy?
They're called 18 Plus.
Yeah, 18 Plus is.
Dude, that's one of the sexiest, like, I don't even know if it's bass music. It's not even. It's like hip hop.
It's got some low end for sure.
It's like hip hop's kind of bass end, but like Midnight Lucy by 18 Plus, you guys should check out. Like that song is sexy as fuck. It makes you just want to like drop that ass to the floor and start doing some freaky things with your friends.
Get up,
Carrie.
Get
Make an appearance. Come on, Carrie. Come on.
This is our new puppy. She made an appearance in the first episode, but she's being a little.
There we go.
There she is.
Carrie, what do you have to say about all
She's
this?
the cutest fucking puppy ever. Like, she's never hyper, really. All she wants to do is cuddle and make you happy and smile and just give you kisses. As you can
Look at her.
see.
She's a good girl.
Tyler's making out with a dog. That dog is under 18.
Tyler, speaking of making
sorry.
out with the dog.
Where's this
All the
going?
dogs out there.
Well, Matt, what did he say? He would rather do something than make out with a dog.
Was it like eat some poop?
I want to say it was like eat a girl.
No, wait, I don't know.
Fuck, it was something like along those lines.
Was
though,
it
like,
eat some of your
and
own
me and
jizz?
Matt were like, I'm tonguing a dog all fucking day before I do whatever Tyler wanted to do before that, because Tyler's on some whole
forgot.
nother
Fuck.
satanic freaky shit.
Who knows what Tyler wants or doesn't want to do?
Tyler's the craziest man I've ever met, and that's why I fucking love him. You never know what you're gonna get from him. One minute he's serious, but he's like kidding. By the next minute he's kidding, but he's serious.
I'm always joking.
And I fucking hate it, but I love him.
I'm always.
Tyler actually identifies as a dolphin, so I would say he's the craziest dolphin I know.
Yes, thank you for saying the right preference. Adjective, whatever the
Right
Pronoun.
Pronoun. Oh fuck.
I'm not so high. I'm so drunk.
Dude.
Dude, fire on the mountain in Denver.
Oh, I
The
want to. Yeah, we should talk about that.
best.
Yes.
Real quick, we should just give a shout out to Fire on the Mountain. Like, if anyone's ever in Denver and wants delicious, delectable, scrumptious wings,
They're
go to
literally
Fire
the
on the
best
Mountain.
wings I've ever had. They're like bone-in wings that are breaded, but then they make them a little extra like crispy. But then like the chicken quality is like A1, and then they just over sauce the fuck out of their wings, and then they have like 12 sauces probably to choose from.
No,
Yeah,
way
they're
more than
dang.
12. They're like
They're
30
like
probably.
12.
Every single sauce is
Is it
money.
12
like,
sauces? Really? That's
Every
it?
single.
It's very unique sauces.
It's,
Okay,
they
12
are very
sauces.
unique. Like my favorite one is mango,
Raspberry habanero.
raspberry habanero.
Raspberry mango, fruit,
Raspberry
orange,
mango,
habanero,
mango.
grape.
Peach.
Raspberry
Niner.
habanero though. Like if you ever get a
Was that a
chance to go
Niner?
to Fire in the Mountain,
I believe I just heard a
if you're in
niner there.
Denver, get raspberry habanero. They're not too hot either. Like what you think as a habanero. They're just the perfect sweetness and taste. Fire.
The tots are also dang.
Except for the tots.
Those
She
tots.
ordered us a large tot tonight for my birthday, and I definitely smashed all
Real,
those.
real crispy on the outside, but like
Yeah.
crunchy on the
Delicious.
inside.
Cream on the inside.
What's
cream
that?
on
What
the
is that?
outside.
Ice
Crispy
cream
on the
paint
outside,
shot.
crunchy.
Ice cream paint job.
Ice cream, ice cream page.
You know what I like about like the Fire on the Mountain wings too? Like they're not huge, the wings themselves, but there's like no gross fat or tendon
Yeah,
or
you
anything.
can eat, like,
that
the whole
they'll
part
eat
of
every
them.
little piece of
Yeah.
it, and it's all so good.
Yeah, because you know when you get like some wings and they're like too small and it's like all bone, you're like, what
Yeah, and
the
they're, like,
fuck
black
is
and
that?
brown.
And then you get those like oversized like steroid chickens. And
Size
you're
is
like,
not everything, okay?
I know.
Size isn't everything.
Size
But
doesn't
like
matter.
sometimes like those big
Girl
ones.
said it. Girl said it. Size doesn't matter. Actually, no, it totally does. But
It's
like,
about the
I heard
locomotion.
it's either too big or too small.
Never perfect.
never perfect,
Just kidding,
huh?
I'm just kidding.
But like I heard, like if you're not too small or too big, you're good. Like everything in the middle. Is
So
like
basically,
Everything's
as long as you're not
decent.
yourself, you're good.
well, if you're too small or too big.
I've heard from the movie Mallrats, like if a girl says it's a good size, that's really a nice way of saying it's too small.
From Mallrats.
I mean,
Well, there you
a
go.
little true.
I mean, because you don't want to like, ruin
Oh,
someone's
yeah,
how
you
deep
don't
you
want to
fish,
make
it's how
somebody
well
feel
you
bad
fish.
about their size.
I think you got to be honest with them.
You know what sucks about girls is
You're not
like,
gonna call a girl out for small tits.
well, that's
It's
not.
you work.
Oh my god.
Work with what you got.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
But I'm an ass guy.
One of the like for
Boobs
better
are just a bonus.
for better or for worse, like like at least guys can like hide it around some real baggy pants, or like no one will ever really
There's
know.
no hiding
Like,
it when you're naked,
girls,
Matt.
like your boobs are either big or they're not, and then like you can kind of get a sense of
The
that.
dick is
like,
either small or it's not when you're naked.
Yeah.
It's like there's no hiding it. Same with boobs. When you're naked, it's either.
Well, but I'm saying when you're not naked with boobs, you can still tell a girl. It's like it's
That's very true. That's very
it
true.
is what it is.
It's very deceiving. It's push-up bras, dude.
Oh, those push-up
Fuck.
bras.
Still matter,
Fuck
though.
bras. Fuck them all.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Shout
Get
out
rid
to
of them
hippie
all.
girls. Free nipple.
I've heard that bras actually make girls' boobs sag more over time because they don't like the muscles that are naturally in
weaker?
your breasts become weaker. Yes.
I can see that.
yeah.
Well,
Fucking reverse
So
psychology.
good job, Steph. Keep wearing
Yeah.
that bra.
no, I will. Don't worry.
Carrie, do you wear a bra?
Yes. She's so cute. Her little fucking underbite.
I know.
I know she has like those little teeth.
Look at it.
She's a cutie.
She is a cutie.
But anyways, ass over tits all day.
Ass over tits. What about you, Matt? Tits are just. I will
I
never
like,
discourage a
I
girl,
like
but,
small titties.
I like small titties.
Yeah, I
Titties
love
are
small
cute.
titties.
They're so cute. Like
Yeah.
like honestly, almost big boobs just kind of gross me out. It's like
Yeah.
I can't do.
All the boobs
I can
are
only
cute.
do like so much with it, but it's like almost too much. Just like
All boobs
knocking me
matter.
out or something,
All
or
boobs
choking
do
me out, or.
matter.
I like it because it
Before I know,
reminds
I
me
got a
like,
reverse chokehold on me with her tits, and I'm just tapped out.
What kind of sexual endeavors do you,
You
get
never
into,
know, man.
Austin?
Never fucking know.
I like it because there's like a lot of similarities to a man, but I like don't want to like ruin my. Well, I wouldn't ruin it, but I just don't want to truly come out.
That you're gay?
Yes.
Episode 6. Tyler is actually gay.
Well, I'm not.
It's okay.
Well, no, but you totally are.
Well,
Which is not. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. dude.
Kinda. No, there's not.
What
No,
about that
nothing at all.
experience in Chicago though, when Matt was trying to come on to you?
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa. Hold on there.
Can we
I
talk
heard
about
this
this?
one.
I'm down to bring this
You
up.
guys want to go there?
Let's
go
do
there?
it.
Steph's not heard about this one.
No.
You guys got it.
So basically, from what I experienced as an outsider, Tyler had this beautiful girl that he was like, trying to hang out with at our hotel room, and me and Matt were also in the room. But then Matt got weird, and he tried to come on to Tyler, and it was like, Tyler was like, "Yo, dude, I got this beautiful girl in my bed, and you're trying to come on to me like this is kind of a turnoff," and that's kind of. And then I passed out because I was so drunk.
It was pretty wrong.
I'm just kidding. It was completely
What happened?
Literally the same words.
So everything
I
that
don't know
happened
what
was
to
like
believe.
completely opposite.
same words but opposite.
Let's talk about what really happened, okay, man?
This is my
story.
This is my
This
story.
is my truth. I'm here to share it with you.
I feel comfortable with you guys. I could be open.
So Matt, let's hear your story.
Here's my story. Okay. What really happened was Tyler did totally have some beautiful girl over that he was, we were all hanging out, blah, blah, blah.
Shout out to that girl. She's cool.
Abby,
Abby,
if
Abby's
you watch
really
this,
cool, yeah.
You're fucking cool. And shout out to you for still
Tyler was
wanting
just
to hang out with us.
Tyler was just hammered and started trying to touch my pee-pee, and I was like, "Get your hands away from my pee-pee, dude!" And he's like, "Oh," and it made him want to try to touch my pee-pee more, and it became this thing. And he was like trying to grab my dick over and over
I
again,
was grabbing your dick.
like straight up. And I was like, "Get away from me!"
I was like grabbing his dick.
I was like, Tyler, you have this beautiful girl in your bed, and you're over here trying to touch my dick.
Well, that's the fucked up part. Is like people might be like, "Is Tyler gay?" Like no, Tyler. More girls want Tyler than most people I meet, and that's the fucked up part. He's over here trying to fucking touch my pee-pee, and I don't know what's up with that. And I'm like, dude, just go like try to make out with this beautiful girl over here. Like that's what I would be doing if I were you. And he's like, no, blah, blah, blah. And then finally I'm just like, dude, just leave me alone. I'm in the fetal position, like curled up in the corner, just like telling him to stay away from me. And then like I expect him to like go lay down with the girl and like try to mac on her and be like, oh man, I'm sorry I tried to touch Matt's dick, but like, you're awesome. But instead he goes and sits down at the fucking table and starts working on music, throws on headphones and starts making beats.
Really?
And lets her fall asleep and me fall asleep scared and frightened in the fetal position. And then we wake up the next day and he texts me, he's like, dude, we kind of got to talk about what happened last night. Like, he's like, that was pretty not cool, man. And he's like, you really tried to come on to me. And I was like, haha, you're fucked up, dude. He's like, no, but like for real, man, like what was up with that? And like part of me started to feel like, was he so drunk that he like switched everything in his head and like misremembered and thought that I was trying to come on to him or something and like
piss my pants.
Is this actually all true?
This is all 100% true. That's what really happened. And I'm pretty sure Tyler still totally had sex with that chick, and she was like, hey, you guys are awesome. Like, we should all hang out.
I didn't have sex with her.
Okay, sorry. But like, she still totally texted me.
She texted me the next day and thought we were pretty cool.
She liked us, though.
She liked it. She was down to hang out with us
I
again.
misinterpreted the story. My fault.
Yeah. Austin walked in on us having sex.
Wait.
After you got out of the shower in the morning.
So you had sex?
What? No.
I walked in on them
I'm
not
so
having sex
confused.
after I got out of the shower.
We name dropped though. That's why I feel bad.
Oh, well, we said a first name.
We didn't say a last
We didn't say
name.
we don't know a fucking last
Yeah,
name.
you're right.
I know a lot of Abbeys.
There's a million Georginas in the
Let's say it
world.
again.
Georgina. It was
I
Georgina.
know a lot of
Georgina.
Brooks.
No, she's an awesome girl though.
I know a lot of Tammys.
She's Forrest fan. And rest in peace, Forrest, this year.
Dude.
Oh yeah, we could have been there like last weekend.
I think it was last week.
Dude, it's so
we could too.
sad. And then fucking... I had to,
Should we talk about Nectar?
I hate to bring... Yeah, I hate to bring it up,
base
but...
Nectar, dude.
Steph, you've been kind of quiet. I know you're a huge Nectar fan. What's your thoughts since the accusations are that he was 26 and he used his DJ power to have sex with a 17-year-old? As a female, what's your input?
All right. So first, I just want to say that as a female, like, it's not that I want to be on the women's side for everything, but a lot of the stories that have come out have just been like, there's no like 100% definite like age description. Even in that like last video, she said that she was 17, but it's like,
Was it consensual in the state? Is it over 17?
I believe so.
Okay, so he
And
wasn't breaking the law.
He wasn't breaking the law.
So at this point,
How do you feel about it morally, though?
17.
I mean, okay, if you're gonna be that old, like, but he was, how old was he? He was
He's 26.
26.
supposedly.
26, okay.
And at 26, he was probably just starting his career. Like, not even bass nectar yet, really. Like,
I mean, definitely, like,
44 or something like that now.
I don't know. Me as a person, I would, if I was that old, I would not want to fuck somebody that young. But that's just me.
Nor would I.
Yeah, but I don't know. I do think that there was like a power imbalance
there,
and
yeah.
manipulation. But I think it's being blown out of proportion.
But at the
Honestly,
same time,
It's-
with power, what does power manipulation mean when you have this artist who obviously became what he did, some great artist who people refer to the king of sound, and then you have this 17-year-old fan who's probably
Groupie.
not showing a lot in the crowd front stage, fucking, doing her thing, going crazy to Nectar, and then all of a sudden, he brings her backstage. Like, to me, at one side, like, it is power manipulation, but the other side, it's like, yo, anyone wants to sleep with someone that's about to fucking pop off or fucking make it big. So it's like, it's so hard. And I'm a huge Nectar fan. I got him tattooed on my arm. And I'm still, like, up in the air about it because, like, I see both sides.
Yeah.
Like, what is power manipulation versus you not even being a big artist yet? And then what's
I think we're
wrong
only
versus morality when.
Yeah, when he was 26, he wasn't even big at all.
That's what I'm saying. Versus legal consent when we have a law for a reason. So it's like, I don't know. It's tough. Like,
are we only
today's
saying
been the
it's
first day
power?
where it's really kind of hit me that he quit as an artist and that what he did may have been true, may have not been true, may have been blown out of proportion, may have not. But it's like he gave off so many messages to me as when I was in my darkest times that it showed me light and that I'll never be able to take that away from him. And so I will never be ashamed of wearing his symbol on my body in that aspect.
Well, yeah, and it's more than just him too. Like that
Exactly.
symbol's a whole ass community for us, and like
at one point, that symbol became more than just Lauren Ashton.
Yeah.
It became an entire representation of an entire community.
it's where we felt safe
and where people
and-
came together.
Yeah.
So like, you can't take that aspect away from him in any means. But it's just, it's tough.
It is a tough situation. I definitely agree.
I think it's a dangerous thing to say the power and manipulation thing when people are saying yes to consensual sex, because that's like, I think we're only saying that because of the age gap. But when it came to it, like 26-year-old guy partying, DJing, there's a hot 17-year-old girl, it's consensual in that state. I mean, we're blaming people in all of human history. People are infatuated with people of higher statuses, or that's just naturally who we are as human beings. So now, when we say that it's just power and manipulation, now we're gonna say like rock stars, and it's like saying sorry for being a groupie sometimes. And now we're saying that as something wrong, because if you're having consensual sex, that's like having like buyer's remorse.
And also, the man came out and was like, "I'm gonna give you free therapy. Like, if I have wronged you, please come forward to me and tell me."
To me,
Like,
that someone is
It's
so
like,
guilty of
he used his
such
status.
a shameful thing and such a sore subject. I don't think someone would go out to offer free therapy to anyone that's been sexually abused with his team, and their team would be teammated with your same gender style. Like I just it's tough to believe. Like versus this man that gave off so many messages versus one 17-year-old who at the time wanted to fuck him, but now is kind of regretting it almost. And it's like,
I think.
are you regretting
I think
it,
the
or did
age
he
gap-
actually rape you? But it's like,
Well, it wasn't even
well,
rape.
there's
it was consensual.
there's
It's not
nothing
rape.
about rape.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
rape,
what
but it's bringing up this idea of morality. Like, should he have known,
right
as a
or wrong.
26-year-old, that he was kind of tampering in a place where someone wasn't fully developed mentally yet, or wasn't fully ready to make
So-
that decision. But what I think is fucked up is, like, again, it's like, all right, everyone likes to say someone just made this law. Oh, men just made this law. Okay, I have not looked into it, but I would like to give people the benefit of the doubt that they probably did some research, or someone that's into psychology or into sexuality maybe has done some research, and like
Into
maybe
brain
they're wrong
activity.
about it. Maybe they're wrong about this number, but maybe they just said, okay, well, at this age, someone is old enough to make these decisions.
Yep.
And again, like, I'm not sure. I don't fucking know what the answer is, but
Same.
I would like to think that they didn't just like throw that number out there willy-nilly, and they probably put at least some thought into it.
Exactly.
And if we need to reevaluate that number and maybe check and see, maybe we didn't make the right number. But this is the point I wanted to bring up before, when we were talking about this. Actually, I didn't even think about this till later, but a couple podcasts ago, the same topic came up, and like, people bring this up about alcohol. Oh, you can't buy booze till you're 21, but you can go die for your country. So are you saying that a person can go die for America, but they can't choose to have sex with someone as an adult?
Yeah.
I mean, at 17, that's actually not true. You can't go fight for 17, but like
But
18,
you can.
and people are saying this, like, apparently, to me, it's so funny. Like, the whole music scene, apparently there's this hidden, underlying, not written down morality that everyone else knows about and agrees on exactly, and this isn't it. And again, I don't agree with. I have no attraction to girls that age when I meet them and talk to them, but I don't want to like shun someone and like
Exactly.
make them cancel their. Let's go through the process.
Like, call them a rapist.
Let's
Yeah.
figure out what the proper way to deal with this is, but not just end it.
And everyone deserves a
and it's
second
just
chance.
social media too. It's
Yes,
like,
it's like
Should we cancel him? Because he made a mistake, this mistake, where yes, someone got hurt
Over 20
emotionally,
years ago.
but no one got killed, no one got hurt physically. She might have gotten fucked with mentally a little bit. She had sex with an artist that she really looked up to. Of course, that's going to mentally mess someone up when they're that age. But at the same time, like, should he be done because of it? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
personally
My
don't think
answer is
so.
no.
Same.
But
feel
he
like-
chose to. They didn't make him.
and
I feel
I
like
think
somebody
that-
should be canceled if they have done the bad behavior and they continue to do the bad behavior and don't recognize it. But if somebody can like be like, I did this in the past, it's fucked up, I want to learn and grow from it, it's like,
Yeah, he's like in his early 40s
why
now,
should
too.
we
And I think
cut that off?
And
Right.
at the same time, I think that shows maybe what a true man he is too. Is in like, yo, I've kind of had my time. I've done what I've done. Like, to me, his life shows now are more idolizing up and coming artists. He likes to play a lot of other people's music to kind of give them the light or whatever. And I feel like, where was I going with this?
I don't know. I mean,
I just think it's just a product of.
I've-
I think it's so violent because of social media. It's because we just weren't this. It's like coyotes, just a pack of coyotes. and
Literally.
we just see one thing, and like the road to redemption. All these allegations are about like 20 years ago, like
Yeah.
15 years ago, and we just, with this current atmosphere, we're just so quick to fuck this guy, fucking, rapist, anything. He didn't break the law, and we're just so quick. Like, has he grew? Like 26 years old. I'm 26. I'm
I've
fucking
done
retarded.
so much since I was 17.
Yeah, but like
18.
people are getting things brought up from the skeletons in the closet
Yeah.
like
Elvis
15 years
literally met
ago.
his wife when she was like 13 or something.
Yeah.
You said like
Yeah.
we're still bumping Elvis records.
Yeah.
We're still blasting him. We didn't cancel him, and we think that's okay. It's like
And we're
most of
talking-
our parents and grandparents was a 9-year difference when they were having sex.
I was gonna say this
it was a
earlier.
norm.
Have you ever read any of the stories about Led Zeppelin, like back in the 70s and shit? They are fucked up, dude. Like, and I don't know, like, they talk about underage girls and stuff, but like, there's no like way to prove anything. But just some of the talk about like manipulating people because they're rock stars and like doing crazy sex shit. Like, it's it's light years beyond anything that we're seeing right now.
Exactly.
Well, at least in this context,
And like
of the
I
scene
just
we're in.
hope like Nectar at some point realizes how much light he shed on people too at this. Yeah, like you might have hurt a couple people in your life, but from what the facts we have, it was consensual. So yeah, you hurt a couple people, but think about all the people that you touched.
That
Like
you've literally
this man
saved.
literally to me saved my life.
Same.
Like I personally don't know if I'd be here today without him. Like discovered him in my darkest times, and the messages he gives off in his shows for the past 10 years have been nothing but positive messages, and I think at least that's shown how much he's grown as a person and what he truly believes in. But
You
it's
feel like
just
talking
he
about
can't-
that anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I can, yeah.
I mean, I would love to hear more.
Like,
Like,
I-
what was the darkest time of your life? What was it? What was it like?
I feel like after high school and everything, I kind of hit this like huge depression mode, and I kind of went through a breakup and everything, and then, but also I feel like being on the top of a sport and everything, and then going to like nothing and not having a sport, and then on top of a breakup and everything, just kind of like I just funneled down this like huge dark path, and I didn't really know what to do with myself, and I had really bad thoughts, dark thoughts. I had a motorcycle at the time and definitely did some bad decisions on that, like late at night when I was not feeling good, and it's just, and then when I saw him, I remember when I saw Life Is Just a Ride at Electric Forest in 2016. That was like one of the first major like messages that he like gave off to me, and it really opened my eyes to what the world is and how much more of the world there is to you than what you've seen, and like there's so much more out there to offer. And it's just like I hope he realizes I'm not the only person he's touched like that, and there's so many more people he's touched like that I hope in a few years he decides to try to come back and make a thing of it again, and because he made bad decisions, but he still has a lot of people behind him at the same time.
There's a lot of people on his side right now because we realize it's weird, like, because Nectar is a very unique example of like seeing like what he's done, like how much good he's done, and people are, for the first time, like it's easy to cancel somebody that doesn't have the reputation of good things that Nectar has done. It's easy to be like, fuck this guy, but I see a lot of people's how they should do this with every case, being rational and seeing like this is a human being. There's a spectrum to mistakes. Look at the severity of his mistakes. Look how long it's been until the allegations. Instead of just completely demonizing somebody, you know, and we're just too quick to demonize people. There's no road to redemption or anything.
That makes me actually remember what I was bringing up earlier that I forgot about. It's like, I think it shows the kind of the good side in him that he may be like, yo, I fucked up, so I'm literally stepping down from being the king of sound, as people refer to him as, to show like up and coming artists and smaller artists, yo, literally females and having sex isn't worth what your career is and what you want to make and your dream is in life. And if I'm willing to be as big as what I am and step down from what I was to show you guys that this is wrong and that you guys should think first before you act almost, I think that, I don't know, I think that's almost, maybe that's why he stepped down. And it's almost that side, the good side of him and that, I don't know. It's just, it's eye-opening. It's tough to take in.
Yes.
We're having technical difficulties. Can you give me a yo?
Yo.
Yo.
Well,
The fuck did you do, Tyler?
I don't know what happened.
I'm just
Well,
kidding.
now, alright. Now it's working. The computer was like fluttering.
How dare
I feel like we had a
it?
pretty
This
good
sounds bad,
conversation.
too.
Yeah, I mean, you
Call it here?
want to wrap it up? Call
We
it.
had some technical difficulties.
We're over an hour.
Oh yeah, dude.
I
it's
think
good
we had a
combo.
really good conversation here, and I'm glad we had it.
Absolutely.
Like, it felt good.
Yeah, can we all cheers one more time for Austin's birthday?
Happy
Cheers.
27
Happy
years
birthday.
old.
Thank you, everyone. I love you so much.
Here's
We
to
love
a lifetime more of awesome stuff together, guys.
Thank
At Privilege Caveman.
you.
Privileged Cavemen, please check us out on all the platforms. Love you guys. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.